here at the back of the field. Let's get set to go, and away we go! Pro Shifter is underway. AJ Myers gets the whole shot. Trefilov, terrible start off the line. To the outside for Billy Musgrave, and just like that, the top three in the championship are all at it, and Jacob Gulick needs to get going. He's got a rough start again as they go down to the infield hairpin. Musgrave on the bottom side, blocking from Trefilov. Can we all survive? This was the trouble spot in the pre-final. We do. It's Myers, Kremers, Wick, Musgrave, Trefilov, the top five. AJ Myers, I talked to him a little bit at the lunch break as well. He said, well, I know the field's a whole lot closer today. At the same point, I think the guy that's the weakest on the long run is the guy that starts second alongside Marian Kremers. He said, I think that's probably the best case scenario for me. Back behind him, there's a pass going on. I believe that might have been for P4. Was that Musgrave on Wick or maybe Trefilov on Musgrave? While AJ Myers leads into the infield, let's get the update of who is where. Musgrave's falling behind David Trefilov. So David Trefilov back to P5 while we're focused on the title fight here. Kyle Wick has 34 markers to make up. Right now, he would pass Jacob Gulick with Gulick back in 6th. I don't know if it's enough, and I don't believe it is, to get by Billy Musgrave. Musgrave goes P5 and Wick goes P3. It would be close in the championship depending how it would fall. It'd be right on the marker, but I think it's, as I'm pulling up the sheet right now, it's only about a 25-point swing, 20-point swing from 3rd to 5th. So it would not be enough. As they would finish, it would go Kremers, then Musgrave, then I believe it would either go Gulick or Wick in a very close margin. Hunter Pickett, he's up 3 spots right now in 7th in the number 236 red and white Beer Art machine, and he's gotten around Talon Yockel, although Yockel is knocking back on the door for that spot here in turn 1. Yockel's going to go back on him. Here he comes. No, Pickett deep enough to hold it back. And again, they are all trailing Jacob Gulick right now, who is watching everyone he's fighting in the championship, everyone that he's leading, drive away. Now to the inside goes Yockel. Danny Formel trying to follow suit. Not going to be able to get by Pickett there coming out of the infield. Now he goes in the green corner, back to the inside. Formel is through. Pickett back down 2 spots. The big guy up into 8th now. Yockel up into 7th. Just got some update from race control. 2 laps have been cut from the race due to the aborted start in Pro Shifter. It's showing 12 to go. That means we're actually at 10 to go. We're coming to 9 to go. AJ, I don't think he minds that race getting shorter at all. Run this thing out.
Info from David Coles working on the spreadsheet for the points. As they run on the racetrack, Kremers would win by 19 points over Musgrave. As they are on the racetrack, Billy Musgrave's got work to do. There's some contact.
Yeah, and Gulick continues to slip backwards. Yockel gets through, and Danny Formal and Jacob Gulick bang tires. Back for P6 and P7. Gulick now on defense. He's got Keon Tandon in there right behind him. And there's Hunter Pickett, the teammate to Marian Kremers. Do you think he would try to continue to get by Gulick, knowing that if he gets around him, it not only helps him, it helps secure Marian Kremers having to fight one less guy of the 4 that they're all fighting for this championship.
White flag going to fly this time by. Again, this will be lap 15 in the books. 16 losing the 2 from the aborted start. White flag flying this time by.
1 lap to go for AJ, and it's all going to come down to this right here. What happens in the fight for second? Marian looks back. He tries to tuck his head down. Here comes Kyle Wick. Kremers knows he's there. He blocks low in turn number 1. Fight for everything that you've got to defend your title here, Marian. What do you have in you? Kyle Wick's got a hole in the inside, and Marian Kremers is going to let him go, and you know what? He can. All he's got to do is keep David Trefilov behind, and he still has it. Now it goes from 19 points to 9 points. Kremers, hand in the air, says, don't worry, Kyle. Please don't block. I'm okay, but Kyle Wick knows all that matters is that he's got to go further down the leaderboard, so he's blocking. This is it. This is the championship right here. Kremers trying to hang on, trying to keep David Trefilov behind. Trefilov has money on the line, and there it is, right there.
He's through.
David Trefilov is through. David Trefilov is through. Kremers has a problem.
Musgrave is going to win the championship. AJ Myers wins it. AJ Myers wins the race, but the trouble here in the final lap, Wick gets by and Trefilov gets by. Billy Musgrave is going to win the championship in Pro Shifter.
Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. Marian knows it. Billy knows it. They don't even know. Billy shrugs. Billy Musgrave, American-made medal, American twisted medal, is a Pro Shifter champion. The 4-time Vegas champion does it on his own brand, his own go-kart, on 2 different engine manufacturers, on 2 different engine builders. No, wait. No, Rob, on the final lap, Talon Yockel got around Billy Musgrave. So Talon Yockel getting to 5th Billy Musgrave back to 6th. It goes back the way of Marion Kremers.
You got to be kidding me. On the final lap, we're looking at the battle. If he went back to P4, it was going to go to Musgrave. Then Yockel actually got by Musgrave on the final lap coming through. That is crazy.
Billy Musgrave 6th. Marion Kremers 4th. Kyle Wick 2nd. Jacob Gulick 8th. Everyone is doing the math.
Yockel being able to get past Billy Musgrave on the final circuit puts the pendulum back in the way of Marion Kremers. He will win the championship in Pro Shifter.